So part of owning any old vehicle is figuring out what the previous owners did, which, you know, for example, why this is all off, I have no idea why it's all shifted in there. But that's not what this video is about today, or why my blower fan only works on high. I don't know, but the one thing I did notice is other than off, and no matter what you push, vent, heat, whatever, AC, windshield, the air always blows out the vents. It does not switch. The door does not move. So after doing some reading, they said one of the first and the easiest things to check before you tear your whole dash apart is back over here next to the firewall, next to the heater box, is a black vacuum tube. It should be hooked up to vacuum. You can see there's something wrong with mine. This one used to help with the air conditioner, of which I don't think this truck ever had. So we're going to ignore that for right now, but I'm going to try to come up with a way to fix that. Which they really cut that off short, which really doesn't help me out. But let's see what we can come up with. So first things first, we got to solve that. I pulled this off of a parts truck. And that is a one-way check valve. So if you suck on it one way, it doesn't let any air flow. If you suck on it through the tube, no, if you suck on it through the tube, it doesn't let any air flow. If you suck on it on that end, it makes airflow. But I need to connect this to that. And my solution, sorry, if you excuse me here a second, is a piece of electrical heat shrink. And what I'm hoping to do is shrink this down far enough where it connects, oops, there went my light, where it connects those two together and gives me, you know, that's probably way more than I need, but it'll give me some length to work with. So yeah, right there, they're almost touching. Let's get my heat gun out and see if we can make that work. Hold on, I have to hold it there. I'll have to. Dang it. All right. Alright, let's see if that works any better. Right, and I think I forgot to hit record, but yep, that heat shrink tubing is definitely on there, and it may not be perfect, but it's probably good enough for what who it's for. So all I got to do is figure out how I'm going to attach that in line with this, and we should have heater controls again. So that's what I ended up with. That's connected there, comes down along to there, to that check valve, the T's in right there, and that pulls vacuum from the carburetor. It should work. Let's go ahead and back the truck out so we don't die of carbon monoxide poisoning, and see if I can switch my heater controls around. See you in a minute. Real quick, that didn't fix anything. Yeah, even before I backed it out. So I think our problem's probably in here. Let's see what we can see. Pull this sucking dash out. Alright, Phillips head screwdriver. Go! So, I went to Evil Bay, and this is actually off of, according to the listing, a 1994 Ram. Now, this end is completely useless to me, but this end seems to match up with that end. Right there. And then these hoses are a lot more supple. I'm going to map this out. Oh, I took this collar off it too, just to see if it would fit a little better. I'm going to write down what all these wire sizes are and see if I can plug that in, or excuse me, not wire size, hose colors are, and see if I can plug that in as far as their position goes. See if I can plug this in and then feed this through to the heater box side. Like I said, Clampy will most likely never have air conditioning again. At least not as long as I own them and am or alive. So we're really only interested in about 4 of these. And then the other ones will probably just get capped. But I wanted to show you this before I stick it on, because I was planning on sticking it on, taking it off, telling you it works, and then explaining how I did it. But with as much fight as this has given me, I think once it's on, it's just going to be on, and you're going to hear, "Hey, congratulations, I got it on. Yay." Alright, to it. So, I'm not going to lie, this has been a bitch. Took the stupid thing the whole way out. Sorry. Took the stupid thing the whole way out. And then I split it into, right now it's 3 sections. Cut this off of these 3, and then I cut that off just with a utility knife, and I managed to get those 4 on, but now I'm really fighting to get these ones on, and it's really tight. Like, I couldn't do it assembled no matter how, but I just wanted to show you that before I continue fighting. The good news is I'll never have to worry about them getting pulled out, because that's just not going to happen. Alright, I'm going to fight with it some more. Alright, so with the help of that screw and that screw, which are down there now, I now got this the whole way out, and I think that is as far on as it's going to get. Yeah, I could probably do a little better with that red, but I don't see how. Pushing this on was really hard. I think now, having done this, if I had to do it again, I mean, it's done, it's over, I ain't fighting with it no more. I would have left that on and taken this completely out and pushed it on that way. Although it was still a fight. Those are on there. I mean, they are never coming off. But now I'm going to try to thread that back through, put this back together, and see what we end up with. Oh, I got to hook everything back down there. Yeah. Fun. So, that's where it ended up. Now I got the dash all put back together. I blew a few fuses because, well, the guy before me was an idiot with the wiring, but whatever. Now we get to connect hopefully those two actuators up and some form or function to those 6 hoses. I know there's one that doesn't get used and there's one that actually like loops back on itself. I'm not 100% sure how all this is gonna work, but I'm gonna do some internet searching. I will let you know what I came up with, but I can't guarantee that your mileage will be the same. All right, let's do it. So I did my heat shrink trick all underneath there, and I hooked up all those diaphragms. And I bet you're wondering, where's the step-by-step as to how I did it? Well, you're not gonna get it, and here's why. 2 reasons. Number one, they change these colors all the time. Hold on. So I don't want to tell you red, and whenever my red's actually a blue, and blue's actually a black, and whatnot else. I did end up capping off 2 of them. Now, my goal with this was strictly to get my defrosters to work. And sometimes you gotta take your wins when you can find them. So, here's what I got. Okay, if I switch it to heat, it does seem to blow a little bit more. Oh, it blows out the vents. Yeah, it blows out the vents on heat, which I can live with. I mean, I'll wear better boots. Boom. Something's melting. Oh, shit. There's something not happy down there. So anyways, you're going to excuse me. I had a melty fuse that's now bypassed. These don't seem to be getting warm. So I don't know if I'm going to leave it in or not, but in case I do, that's what happened. But anyway, I have air blowing out of here. But as you see by my gauge, it is not the defrost. So my defrosters are now the AC. If I turn it on to heat, it takes it a minute, but it'll start blowing, yep, right out there. Which, you know, hey, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's just regular heat. And then if I turn it to defrost, it still just blows out of there. And if I turn it to vent, stop. Where's it blowing out of now? I don't know, it's blowing out of somewhere. But anyway, they're all mixed up. So I'm not going to show you what I did there as far as what works and what doesn't. But what I am going to tell you, yeah, I don't want to tell you what colors, but a little bit of heat shrink on these tubes, and it's working again, which I'm happy. Hey, I can remember to turn the AC on to defrost my windshield. It's not a bad way to be. All right, we are DUNE done with this project.